Something else that's struggling is the BBC, because they've refused to play an anti-Starmer Christmas song that will cost pensioner donations. This is according to the singer of the festive parody. Well, that singer, Dean Ager, singer of Freezing This Christmas, is with me now. Dean, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me on.
So, the BBC is meant to be impartial. So, is it half surprising that they decided not to play your anti-Starmer Christmas charity song?
Well, for me, I mean, I'm not politically motivated, but yes, I think it does show bias, and the BBC is meant to be impartial, and they're also meant to. Well, they're also obviously governed by the people, obviously the taxpayers, but they're not listening to them.
I suppose they're not listening to them, but then on the other hand, they have a long history of banning stuff that they don't like. I mean, they didn't like Frankie Goes to Hollywood Relax. They thought that was off, and in essence, they sent it up to number one. Maybe we should have a little listen. For I don't know, research purposes, because we'll happily play it here on Talk. So I understand that you've been singing it outside Parliament, so let's have a little listen.
It'll be freezing this Christmas out you at home. It'll be freezing this Christmas while Starmer's home.
So there we go, a little clip there of your song. So what was the reason for you wanting to put this together?
I didn't write the lyrics. I was just, my part in the campaign was the singer. But as soon as I realised what it was campaigning for, and raising money, which is the big factor for me, the driving force was trying to raise as much money for the situation with cutting the winter fuel allowance for the elderly people. And yeah, I wanted to be part of this, and I couldn't believe how much traction it's got. It's done great to get to where it is, considering the BBC are not playing it on, and obviously there's no airtime play. I did actually have an interview with the BBC. It was about a half-an-hour debate. So they may want to say, oh, well, actually, we are impartial. We did invite Dean on to put his point across. But this was on the day after the cut-off of the sales. So it made absolutely no difference to them. So it's like their idea of being impartial by not actually playing it. Surely that does show some bias.
Well, listen, the BBC have made a statement, and they've said, we play a wide range of music across our stations. We don't have specific policies on tracks or ban any songs. Decisions on what we play are always made with the relevant audiences and context in mind. I mean, I would have thought that if you're at number 37 in the chart, you would have thought that a little bit of playtime on the BBC might be appropriate, but they clearly don't.
As I said, they are choosing on behalf of the people. They think what they want to hear, but by clearly with this whole media storm going ahead, and millions of people listening to the song, supporting the song, and downloading it, it's obviously made it a bit of an embarrassment really for the government, and by squashing down the message, it just fuels it more, doesn't it? I mean, let people make up their own choices, and let them listen to what they want to, and obviously listen to the people. I mean, that's the main thing. And I actually went up to Parliament Square yesterday. As I said, you saw in that video myself singing the song with obviously a Keir Starmer mask next to me. It's a parody. It's showing. And I think the government, by not listening to the people, they're kind of making themselves look more like a Scrooge-type character, which was, I guess, what I was trying to portray. And obviously being mean at this time of year, being, kind of not, the policy is very unpopular, and it's unpopular with millions. And my platform is obviously my voice to be able to sing that song and put that across to millions, which which is bizarre. Absolutely. I mean, it's come out of nowhere for me, you know, but I'm very proud to be obviously part of it.
Well, as you say, it has been raising money for Age UK, over £50,000 so far. So well done to you, Dean. Thank you for coming on and speaking to us this afternoon here on Talk.